We are creatures of habit, unfortunately, which means that whenever we do something and we do it for a long amount of time, or at least a reasonable amount of time, eventually it becomes normal for us. In other words, if you wake up in the morning and you decide that you're going to do jumping jacks Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you stick to that schedule of doing jumping jacks Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the morning, you are going to want to do jumping jacks Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every morning because it becomes your new normal. The more that you do it, the more that it becomes your new normal. So the idea would be that if you go to the gym, you force yourself to go to the gym every morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you do it enough times, eventually it becomes second nature to where your body wakes itself up to get you to go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or your mind wakes you up to get you to go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or when you wake up in the morning to go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're a little less tired than what you would usually be before you started doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is a pattern because your body is habitual. It goes through this ritual bars where it feels like it needs to repeat itself in order to feel normal, in order to feel calm, in order to feel sane. I don't entirely understand why it does so. I didn't take a class on this, though I could start doing videos where I talk about things that I actually did take classes on. I think that could be a interesting little idea. But in this case, excuse me, the reason why the reason why I bring it up is because, like I mentioned in my other video, I'm not going to the gym that I was going to anymore, and because of that I probably won't be going to any other gyms anytime soon, and will just be spending time working out in like my own space, in my own time, in my own leisure. And because of that, I'll have a little less incentive to do as much as I would compared to actually driving out to a gym and working at the gym. Because if I drive out to a gym, I'm definitely going to be there longer than just 1 hour's worth of it. Like, it was 30 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to get back. If I'm driving 30 minutes to get there, I'm going to be there longer than 30 minutes. Of course, I'm going to be there longer than an hour because I feel like if I'm wasting all that gas to get up there, I'm going to be up there like half of a day or half of a school day. I'm going to be up there 6 to 8 hours or at least 3 hours at least to just work on myself, work on my mental, work on my body, so on and so forth. But because I'm not going to be, driving, going out of my way to do so, now I have to kind of knuckle down and do what I used to do before I started going to the gym, which is like working out by jogging, running, and walking around the city, or doing it up and down highways, or doing it like in my backyard or in my room or whatever the case may be. Because yeah, I, like some of my other friends, do have a punching bag and do have some space to actually just work out without much resistance, letting me really do whatever it is I need to do or want to do in order to, um, you know, get by, survive, so on and so forth. So, yeah, you know, I thought I'd speak about that just because, and I'm going to go a little deeper. I'm getting back on the relationship to family, to school, to work, because I mean, I've been experiencing a little bit of all of it. But when you are in a relationship with somebody and you've done it for X amount of days, months, years, weeks, whatever the case may be, when you stop doing it, it eventually becomes like um, a loss of habit. Where if you are a creature of habit and your habit has to change, then your body's going to go through, well, I would think it would go through like this sense of panic because you are basically rerouting what your mind and body sees as normal. You're having to do something completely different from what it is that you're normally doing because whatever reason, right? So being in a relationship with somebody and cutting it short, you're losing your habit. Doing drugs and finally coming clean and getting off of those drugs, bam, you're losing your habit. You're panicking, you're freaking out. Things that you are used to are no longer there anymore, so you are no longer used to them because it is a completely different experience from what it is that you are used to. Um, Going to the job that you used to go to, but now you're going to a new job, bam, loss of habit, right? Oh man, I'm so used to waking up at this time and going to this job by this time. Oh, well now, hey, now I gotta wake up like 2 hours earlier to make it to a place that I don't usually go to in order to get this done or get this done. But in that case, I actually get off to, yeah, driving to another place that you're not usually used to at a different time to get a different kind of paycheck. You know, being paid every this day, but now you have to get paid every so or so weeks or paid once a month or whatever the case may be. It is a different change. You are facing something different, and apparently when it comes to humans, things that are different or things that we do not understand, we fear, and because we fear them, we decide to come at them with like hate and anger and rage because that's the best way that we know how to better handle it. And I feel like that is normal, like normal animal instinct, but we could all definitely do some things to change things around and do things differently, of course. So yeah, that was some things that I wanted to talk about because that's a lot of things that have just been on my mind and that I've been thinking about lately. It's just how much change, not just me, but I'm sure everybody has been having to go through. When COVID hit, we all had to go through change, and it's like the more change that comes, the more that you have to face things differently, and you have to take things in differently, and you have to basically reprogram how you think and how you see things in order to better understand what your new normal is going to be. And this whole like changing process can definitely be scary, but hey, you've got it because you are human and you can preserve and persevere and so be better and do better. So I believe in you, and I feel like you can do it and you can push through it. It's going to hurt for a while. It's going to be scary for a while. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to knock you out of your comfort zone. But whenever change comes, usually it's for a good thing. You will become a person that you are not usually, and becoming somebody different means that you get to open up your mind and open up your experiences and be a different person. And I think that that is a very positive mindset to have about change. So be prepared for change. Is I guess the takeaway from this, even if you're pretty cool where you are right now, if something does change, in the other video I talked about react, a little differently from how you might normally react if the way that you react is sort of negative towards change. You shouldn't be afraid of change or mad at change. Just, change with change because time changes and we change with time. So yeah, man. Woman, dog, cat, whatever it is you want to be tonight. Um, I'll see you later. I'd say eat my balls, but I don't want my balls eaten. Instead, I'll say forget you. Insert X name here.